Hey, what's up, snipers? Stock Sniper Nick here, and tonight we're going to be going over our watch list for tomorrow morning, which is Wednesday, October 28th. If you're brand new, welcome, guys. We meet every single Wednesday to go over our watch list, which is 3 to 5 hot penny stocks that we're looking on taking action with tomorrow morning. Or if we're in a stock overnight, which we have one that we are in overnight, as you know, if you're a sniper, we're looking to sell that stock in the next morning. So if we are in a stock overnight, we'll go ahead and we'll dive into that stock, and we'll talk about why we bought it, what happened after we bought it, and then what we're looking for tomorrow morning to be able to secure that bag. We had a couple really nice bags in the chat today, so I want to give a quick shout out. Here's a couple of them going off. We actually had a great day ourselves under the sniper account. We made over $1,100 this morning before 11 a.m. and a whole bunch of snipers tagged the bag with us. So good job, guys. We had a couple of OGs tagging it, like our guy Gene Mendez, Jesse, Javon, a lot of you guys know him in the chat. Johnny had a nice move. He actually finished his move the night before. And then with NWBO, when we had the panic dip buy, a couple other snipers joined in and they made that intraday trade. That's a same day trade. And NWBO, I know it ended up continuing, going up 40% from where we bought it. But we're just trying to take the meat of the move. You know, for our moves, we play what are predictable. And then we get in, we make that move and get out. So to be able to see 12% in NWBO in that quick of a time is awesome. Congrats to all the other snipers who took it for even longer. Like Jesse, he took it all the way to 125. Saw Sniper Don was talking about it, holding it until it got to 130. So great job, snipers. It is all about just showing up and being prepared when that opportunity comes. Because if you've been with us, you know we really trade a niche, and we traded those specific 4 plays. And when they come around, you could really take advantage. So great job today, snipers. Just wanted to give you a quick shout out before we jumped in. All right, now that we got that covered, let's go ahead and let's dive into the watch list. We got 4 stocks that we're going to talk about tonight. 1 stock we're in overnight, and then the other 3 we're looking for potential plays tomorrow morning. Right, so I'm going to start it off with TRNF, the stock that we're in overnight. TRNF is an OTC first green day. As you can see over here, this is the 1-year chart. And we bought 25,000 shares at 14.9 during power hour, and we're looking for a gap up tomorrow. TRNF, if we go into the 1 day 1 minute, it was creeping. As you can see in the morning, it was a little illiquid, but compared to the average volume, this is trading over 200% going into midday. So this is something that we like to watch. Now, as it kept making new highs throughout midday, the volume just continued to pick up. After a dip, it held VWAP and it held the support of 14 throughout that dip. And then when it came back, that's when we decided to go ahead and grab it. After we bought it, it did get that pop and made a new high, which is a bullish sign that it could continue tomorrow. Didn't really continue after it made that new high, so not the best, not the ideal situation, but it did hold above our buy. It held above the cut of 14.1, and it held above that 15 spot for tomorrow. Now, if we go out to the 1 year, what we're looking for is tomorrow, hopefully it'll gap up over that multi-month resistance of 16, and then the next resistance is the year resistance of 19. So hopefully it could gap up over that spot and then get a push where we can sell into a nice 15%. All right, that'll be the ideal situation. Now, if this doesn't gap up, we're going to be very strict on our cut. Since this is a little bit of an e-liquid play compared to what we usually like to play, this has $340K volume. So if this isn't gapping up, we're going to now use that 15 spot to take our profit and go ahead and just secure it. So that's it. Just a clean cut first green day that could turn into a breakout if it plays out the right way. TRNF. The next 2, these 2 are grouped together because we're looking for similar plays, and these plays could happen tomorrow morning. This pattern is actually similar to what we played on NWBO when we were able to secure that $500 within that 10 minutes, and that is the panic dip buy, and that's what we're looking for on these 2 plays, IQST and INNO. This right here to the right is IQST. Look at this amazing run up. And with these panic dip buys, you want to see big run-ups. You want to see some overextension on the daily chart. Now, IQST was holding very nice gains when it was at 13, but ended up coming back down. But let's talk about both these stocks. These are both OTC stocks that spiked big today. INNO ended up spiking 165% today, and IQST jumped 95%. Both of these came out with news articles in the morning to go ahead and rev up the volume to get these things going. INNO came out with news that they're going to do a reverse merger, which really isn't significant at this point with this stock. And IQST came out with news saying that they got a price target of 54, which is ridiculous, but it got the stocks moving. All right, that's what we want to see. And then when these stocks continue through midday and spike, they end up giving that overextension on the 1-day chart. Now, for both of these stocks, they do not hold for second days, or at least they don't have a good history of holding. We'd love to see them gap up and push and show that they can give even more of a range, so that way the dip buy could be even better. But we think with these, they had already ran up really nicely, so for tomorrow we're looking for a panic dip buy. Okay, since these did hold nice gains into the close, if these see sellers into the morning, if the profit takers finally come in, then we're going to go ahead and watch for these to get quick sell-offs like NWBO did to be able to take advantage of a panic dip buy. This panic dip buy, I would say in my opinion, is one of the harder patterns to play out of the 4 patterns that we like to play. But as far as this one, it is the most rewarding in the quickest time, and it usually happens in the morning. So watch for both of these. If they do get sellers in the opening bell, we'll go ahead and we'll watch the key supports to play the potential bounce off of. So for IQST, we like to support down here around the 7.6 area. And then for INNO, this one actually closed strong up here at 195% on the day. And so this one has nice range. And if this gets a pullback, we like the support down here that it made at 9.5 when it made that new high in power hour. That becomes support, that resistance becomes support. And then if you come down here, we also like the support down here around the 7.5 area. That would be asking for a really nice panic, around 50% from where it closed today. Or sorry, around like 30% from where it closed today. So that would be ideal. So if the sellers step in, we're going to go ahead and watch for these plays to get the dips around that spot. And then who knows, you know, sometimes if they do hold that support, they end up bouncing and even continuing. So we've seen that happen lately with these OTC plays. So really watch for it. For us, we like to make those quick moves when you get 15, 20% in 10, 15 minutes. You know, where else are you going to find that? So that's why we say with these panic dip buys, take the bag, tag the bag, and move on. We'll find another one the next day, like we got 2 for tomorrow morning. Last but not least, guys, this is another wild OTC intraday play. This ended up spiking 250% today after they came out with news as well this morning, and they said that they are not going to come out with 5.5 million shares, which is good. That means they're not going to dilute their stock with 5.5 million more shares. That's actually good news for shareholders. So this stock ended up reacting to that and got a very nice spike going into the morning, and then holding very nice 7.5 support throughout that, and then spiking the rest of the day, breaking a penny and just seeing very nice gains. Gene Mendez had an over $1,000 trade on this, so great job, Gene. Since it did make such a great move, you know, we don't want to reach, but if it does pull back, we think that this thing could have a potential continuation, because this is good news. You know, it had really good volume. So if this does get a pullback in the morning, we'll be watching, because again, we like the continuation chance that this one had. So if this does get a pullback around the 1 cent support that it made today, that would be a nice spot to watch. Also, of course, you got that really solid support down here at 7.5. If you go to the 1-year chart, as you've seen, the last first green day, it had a very nice follow-up. So we'll see if this first green day, you know, could hold in the morning some support and then come back up to come test this multi-month resistance and the day resistance around 145.15. It should be interesting with this one since it got such good volume. As you can see, the best volume the stock has ever had. So this one will be one to watch. Very nice to see 250% gain in one day. That's an S4. Beautiful, and that is why we love these stocks. Anyway, guys, that wraps it up for tonight. As always, thanks for tuning in every single Tuesday night. If you got any stocks that you want to talk about or for us to take a look at, drop them in the comment box. If you like what we got going on, we got a website where we talk about these stocks every single day. It's www.thestocksnipers.com. For all the snipers, we have Webinar Wednesday tomorrow, and we're going to be talking about another 4-figure week. Yeah, 4 figures, over $1,000. So that should be good. All right? Much love, my snipers. Taco Tuesday tonight. Enjoy that, and we'll talk to you guys tomorrow morning. Sniper Nick, out.